I feel like a giant damn dummy, and here's why. In a little bit here, I'm going to be releasing the quicksand missile command request. That was for White Bread. The whole video I say Mike Buchanan from the Patreon. They're both from the Patreon, so the requests come from there. Mike Buchanan's was this song here, The Skull, and the song is The Touch of Reality that we're doing today. Well, good old Eric Wagner, rest in peace. Trouble. I believe we have done The Skull before, reaction video to them. But in that quicksand video, I go on and on about Mike Buchanan, and it was not his request, it was White Bread's request. So guess what? The Skull is now a White Bread request, even though it was a Mike Buchanan request. It's now, The Skull, The Touch of Reality is now a White Bread. That's what happens when you don't pay attention to things. That's exactly what happens. So we're going to get into The Skull. We're going to do the song The Touch of Reality, and we're going to do it for both Mike Buchanan and White Bread. And White Bread and Mike Buchanan also get the quicksand missile command. So spoiler alert, there you go. Anyways, let's learn about this band and then we'll get into it. The Skull, they have 1,333 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. Top 5 jams. 3 of those songs come from this album that we're doing here. The first one does not. The Endless Road Turns Down. I don't know. 98,000 plays. You got The Touch of Reality, which is what we're doing today, 65,000 plays. Trapped Inside My Mind, also from this album, that's got 46,000 plays. Ravenswood has 51,000 plays from a different album. And then Send Judas Down from this album here, 30,000 plays. This album is called From Those Which Are Asleep. That's 2014 if they have the years properly on this. Let's look into albums and see what they've done here. It's very hard to know for sure. I'm going to need your help on the correct years for these albums, but For Those Which Are Asleep comes out in 2014. It's the album that we're doing here. And then The Endless Road Turns Dark comes out in 2018. Does that sound proper? I don't know. I want to say we did Ravenswood or something because that sounds very familiar to me. But I know we did a reaction video to The Skull. Now what we're going to do is look into related artists and see what we have here. Are they going to mention Trouble? Let's find out. You got Blackfinger, Place of Skulls, The Obsessed. We know The Obsessed. Spirit Caravan. I've mentioned them before. Saint Vitus we've mentioned before. So definitely Doom, Stoner, Doom Metal. Apostle of Solitude, Count Raven, we have done on the first listens. Lord Vicar, you got Lid, L-I-D. Hour of 13, Solitude Aeternus. You got Cathedral, there's an old school kind of doom stoner rock band, right? And that's that. And there is no bio and there is no image here. I will have to hunt down an image. It will be of the band. They'll be standing there going, yeah, here we are. Look at us. Shane, get over here for a big hug and a kiss. Yes. So there was nothing there. Sometimes that happens, folks. Sometimes that happens in the bio and stuff situation. It is that time to get in The Touch of Reality. If you're ready, I'm ready. This is the Magic Nipple Tit. Takes us into the world of the song from The Skull. Of course, you're going to hear old Eric Wagner, who's now passed on. You're going to hear him rocking in this song, so let's do it now. Here we go. The Touch of Reality. It's another one where they're letting the bass player start. So sweet. Does he know how to play the bass? Oh yeah. Beautiful.
Remember voices calling me to the sunrise of my mind. If I only had a reason not to leave you all behind.
He'll be all behind.
Close in your eyes, look inside with me. Truth is, what is, don't you know that I can see now?
That sounds like something Black Sabbath would have wrote, right?
My fears have come upon me.
That ride?
Still lies in your heart. And in these troubled times, forever will keep us apart. Closing your eyes, look inside with me.
He doesn't have quite that scratchy drawl.
What is, don't you know that I can
He's got that very recognizable kind of whiny, screechy vocal. Got the grunge pedal. He's got a wah-wah pedal too, huh? Well, do you guys go out and do any tour dates or anything back in the day?
Won't you leave me here in my misery? I hope one day you'll be forgiven, but now I have to breathe. Closing your eyes, look inside.
That's not a bad song.
Truth is, what is, don't you know that I can see now?
They gonna fade this one out? Yeah, you're gonna have to, this is a fader. Well, yeah. You just do the big stop ending and kind of. You know, quick one from Harry there. Trapped inside my mind. Ooh. Boy, that is gloom and doom. That is gloom and doom if I've ever heard it. What say you? I need you to get in the comments below and tell me everything you know about The Skull. Eric Wagner and was there another fella from Trouble in that band? That was some definitely doom and gloom there. I'm going to go listen to that record. Good, great, fantastic. Yes, Shane, I'm a huge fan of The Skull. Let me tell you all about them. Tell you when they started and how they did. Did they ever do any tour dates? Did they ever get out and tour? I don't know that Trouble ever got out and did a whole lot of touring. There was never an opportunity in my part of the world to see Trouble play live. I would love to know your all-time favorite album, your all-time favorite songs from The Skull. You can also talk about Trouble if you're into that, if you're a fan of the stuff that Eric Wagner did over there. Or you could say, not good, not great. Shane, I'm not a huge fan of the doom and gloom. The slow, sludgy stuff like that. It wasn't bad, but it was just not my cup of tea. It's not my go-to music. So hard pass on this and a goodbye-bye. All of that can be put in the comments below, don't you know? If you have a hard rock, a heavy metal special request and you'd like to see it on the channel, click one of them links in the description below. We'll get it on for you in your honor with thumbsy upsies to you. You can always put it in the comments. If I see it and like it, I'll do it for you. Here's one thumb for White Bread, and here's another thumb for Mike Buchanan. See, you're going to share some requests this week. You see, you're going to share some requests. Because I'm just a flighty scatterbrain. And that's all there is to it. That's all I got. Swinging in and loving you so much, okay? The Skull.